Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. I told you guys I was going to be doing these weekly writing update videos. So I'm here to give you guys an update. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to be posting on Sundays or Mondays. So again, if you have a preference, leave it in the comments below. So for this week, I did good, but I didn't quite meet my goal. So I did good in the sense that I wrote quite a bit and I did finish a whole chapter. Actually finished the chapter that I was working on, the first one, and then I wrote a whole nother chapter. I wrote the end of the book. So I've got 2 full chapters, and then I started the third one. I have I'm going to pull up the word count that I wrote for this week. I'm using Pacemaker to keep track of my word count. So if you guys want to check out that website, I just found out about it recently, but it seems like a pretty cool site to just keep track of your writing progress and how many words you've written, or you can track in different ways. You don't have to necessarily track by word count. You can track by chapters. You can track by pages or sections or scenes. So there are different ways you can track your writing projects. So I think it's pretty cool. I just found out about it. I just started using it. So I think it's pretty cool so far. So this week I wrote, well, the goal for this week, because with the Pacemaker you can put what your overall goal is, or like a daily goal or something. So for this I put a goal of 80,000 words, and I put my deadline as of March. Yeah, end of March of next year. So I wanted to give myself plenty of time. I'm not rushing with the story. So yeah, I'm definitely going to use Pacemaker for NaNoWriMo because I think that will help a lot. So I'm using it for Project Rose right now. And like I said, I put 80,000 words to be done by March, I believe, 31st of 2020. So that comes out to being 2,055 words a week that I would need to write in order to meet that goal by my deadline. And this week I've written a little bit more than that. I've written 2,132 words. So I've got 77,945 words left to go. So that'll be fun. But it's actually okay because with my writing, as I'm writing the first draft, a lot of times I leave a blank space for placeholders. So like when I'm trying to describe something but I can't figure out how I want to describe it yet, I'll just put like a placeholder that's like, describe this thing later on, or if I need a name for something but I can't come up with a name right now, I'll just leave a blank space to put a name in later. So all of that will add up to more words later on. So yeah, but with those placeholders in place, I've written 2,132 words. So pretty good for this week. So yeah, I did meet my goal of writing at least one chapter this week. The goal I didn't meet was consistency. I'm not good at consistency. Because I said I wanted to write 5 days, at least 5 days this week, and I wrote 3 days this week. I wrote Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. And I was planning on writing Monday, but then I ended up having so much other work to do that I didn't get around to it. And then Wednesday, I have no good excuse for Wednesday, really. I just procrastinated like I usually do, and I have no good excuse. But something I learned, so this is all a learning experience, which is great. I love, learning what's going to work for me and what doesn't. So one thing I've learned about this week is it's better if I schedule my writing time in the mornings, because at one point I was thinking to schedule them like in the afternoon/evening time, especially because I'm a night person, and so I'm always like, I feel like my best ideas come at night, and I'm always coming up with new stuff at night, which is true, but it's good when when I'm feeling inspired and motivated. Then yes, I can write at night, and I will write a ton, but that's not the majority of the time. Majority of the time, I do not feel inspired or motivated to write, and I have to force myself to write. And eventually, as I write the story, as I work on the story, I start to feel more inspired and motivated once I get into it. But I need that bit of a push to get started. And so what I realized is that because I need that push to get started, it's not good for me to leave it till nighttime, because I will come up with a million excuses. Oh, I still got time. I'm not going to bed for another 3 hours. I'll get to it, in 20 minutes, or I'll get started in half an hour, or I'll get started right after this, or I'll do it I'll start at 9 or whatever, and I keep pushing it off, and then I'm just like, I'm too tired, I'll just do it tomorrow. And so I realized I need to do it in the mornings. When I schedule it for the mornings, I'm much more likely to actually sit down and do it and get the words out. And, eventually as I write, I'll become more motivated and inspired. But just getting started I need to kind of push myself. So, going to start scheduling my writing time in the mornings. What else have I learned? Well, I discovered a pretty cool plot twist that I want to do with one of my side characters. So that was pretty fun. As I was writing the end scene, the last chapter, I thought of something for my side character, and I was like, oh, I can do this. So it's always fun when that's the one thing I love about being a discovery writer, because it's always fun when you start writing and then something comes up or an idea sparks and you're like, ooh, I can do this. This will be great. That's pretty much it. That's how I did this week. So my goals for the upcoming week, again, I'm shooting for consistency. Is that something I'm not very good at? So shooting for consistency again this week, and having my goal again to try to write at least 5 days. No, I'm gonna scale it back to 4 days this week, because I forgot this upcoming week is 4th of July, and I'm almost 100% certain I'm not gonna end up getting any work done on 4th of July. So I'm not even going to bother with that. So yeah, 4 days this week um, is what I'm shooting for in terms of writing. My other goal with writing, I guess, would be, well, now that I've got Pacemaker set up, I know what my word count needs to be. So at least 2,055 words for the week, um, if I want to stay on track. So 2,055 words, write 4 days a week. And then my last goal, there was one more I wanted to make. And the last one is to start editing my nonfiction book. So I've told you guys a while ago that I finished the first draft of my nonfiction book. And then I took a month break from my nonfiction book. Didn't touch it, didn't do anything with it for a month. So now I'm ready to get back to it and get started on the editing phase. So I want to start that this week. And maybe if I can, um, edit the first chapter this week. So yeah, those are kind of my 3 goals for this upcoming week. And that's it. I will let you guys know how I do next week. Hopefully, I'm better at being consistent. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.